All right now. Clap your hands. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Feels so good. Chester Thompson. Oh, making it so groovy. Woo! How's it going, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here. Welcome back to Groovy Thursdays. We're at groove number 39, and I'm celebrating the drumming of Mr. Chester Thompson from his Genesis years, his early Genesis years, specifically the record Seconds Out. Let's get into it. The song we're going through today for groove number 39 is I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe. And then you have the words in your wardrobe in parentheses. That's just how it's titled on the record. The original comes from Selling England by the Pound. And it's just a cool, groovy track. It was one of their sort of poppy tracks from back in the day. It kind of put them on the map and gave them a little bit more of a bigger audience back in 1974. And you could see why. It's a nice, easy groove in 4/4 time, backbeat on 2 and 4. What's not to like? For groove number 39, we're just talking about the opening of the tune. The whole tune is amazing, of course, and he plays this groove throughout the song in various places, but it's just the way the song starts. The pocket is so deep, you know, and it's hard to play this groove, even though the groove is simple as far as what's going on between your hands and your feet. That's not too hard. But at this tempo, and try to keep it laid back and deep, man, oh man, it's really cool, and it's a great feel for Genesis. The pocket that Chester had and the way his feel was playing those old Genesis tunes added such a cool flavor to them, right? And that's why Seconds Out is such a great record. So let's get into everything that's going on in groove number 39. In the transcription, it's just a 2-bar groove, repeats over and over and over again. In the demonstration at the top of the video here, I did a couple of random fills. The fill at the beginning, getting into the groove, just something I made up. And then I played the groove for 4 bars, and then I did another random fill, right? And then I went back to 4 bars again. However you want to get in and out of the groove, go for it. Have some fun. Just make sure you're getting in and out of the groove in time. It's not rushing or dragging. It's nice and smooth and laid back and always in the pocket, or at least try to always be in the pocket, right? For the snare drum pattern in this groove, very simple, backbeats on 2 and 4 in every bar. Now let's get into the kick drum pattern. It's pretty simple, and I'll talk you through it here. On the first bar, there's a kick drum on beat 1, then a kick drum on 3 and, then kick drums on 4E and 4E and There's something cool about that. We'll get to that in just a second. Now for bar 2, you have a kick drum right on the downbeat of beat 1 of bar 2. Then another kick drum on beat 2 along with the snare drum, and that's really cool actually. Then you have kick drums on 3E and 3E and finally the last kick drum on 4E and Now, what's really cool, you'll notice on beat 4 of the first bar, the kick drum plays on 4E and 4E and But in the second bar, that same pattern of the kick drum being on the E and the second 16th note and the last 16th, the fourth 16th note, in the second bar, it does that pattern in beat 3. See what I'm saying? So it does that pattern in beat 4 of bar 1 and that pattern in beat 3 of bar 2. That little nuance change alone totally makes the groove flow in and out of those 2 bars, right? Let's sing out that pattern real quick here. Here's our pulse. Sing along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom, ka, boom. Don't forget that last 16th note. Now, really, the special sauce of this whole groove is in the hi-hat pattern. You're playing all 16th notes, really. Just every beat, all the 16th notes of each beat. But it's where you're opening and closing the hi-hat and the accents and the sort of lilt of the pattern, especially at that tempo of 85 BPM. So let's just talk about where the open hi-hats are if you're looking at the transcription. You don't want to be as clinical as this, but that's kind of where they are and sort of how he repeats it and what makes it special too. So there's an open hi-hat on 3 and of the first bar along with the kick drum. That is a really cool thing that propels the groove forward. Then you have 2 open hats on the last two 16th notes of beat 1 of bar 2. So 1 E and A of bar 2. Now, check it out. He does that same double open hi-hat on 4 E and A, going into the repeat of the 2-bar phrase. What's cool about this is you have the punch of the open hi-hat and the kick drum on 3 and then the open hi-hats on their own before the backbeat of beat 2 of bar 2. Make sense? Thinking of it like this: 1 E and A 2. The and A is the higher pitch of my voice is the open hi-hat. Boom, ga boom, boom, ga boom. There's just something cool about that. Then he waits all the way to the end of bar 4 to do that same double on 4 E and A, getting us back around to beat 1 of bar 1. And just where the open hi-hats are placed is magic. It totally is magic. And then the rest of the time, you're playing all the 16th notes, but you're sort of kind of going in and out of accents. Sometimes you accent on the downbeat with the kick drum. You might put an accent in the middle here or there, that kind of thing. Meanwhile, you're keeping going. The 16ths don't stop, and then those open hi-hats where they are. And if you've never heard this tune, I definitely encourage you to check out the whole song. They put in some other melodies and some other bits of some other Genesis tunes in the middle. They sort of stretch out the middle and have a jam section. It's really cool, but the groove never stops. The groove is funky and solid and deep throughout the whole song. It's really cool. And there you go, groove number 39 in our Groovy Thursdays hang. I ask if you like what's going on here, that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with all your friends, bring on the comments and suggestions for future grooves. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and come back next week for groove number 40. Cheers.